Well, how do you do, buckaroos? How the heck are you? This is Tommy Beer Whisperer, and I wandered back into Show Me Brewing, and I'm looking at a recipe for a breakfast stout. It's an all-grain oatmeal stout that they did here, that they gave me a little sampler. So I thought I'd walk around with it and talk a little bit, but I wanted to kind of let me pick this up and see if I can show you the recipe there. I took a picture of it here. There we go. Let's see, this uses American Pale 2-row, United Kingdom chocolate malt, United Kingdom roasted barley, American black malt, and flaked oats. The hop varieties are Nugget and Mount Hood. Oh, there you go. Yeast, Y yeast London Ale yeast. So there we go. The aromas are very nice. You certainly feel that roasted barley, and you get a lot of oats on. I'm going to just take my glass and walk around the place here, where you can kind of just see things here. It's a really interesting idea. Again, it's basically a home brew shop, but they also have the equipment where you can brew beer here as well. But they also have a beer by the glass license. So I walked down here. Actually, it took me about 15 minutes. So I'm gonna do a quick video over this. I'm gonna drink one of their other beers. As I look through the recipes, I'm thinking about at some point very soon brewing a batch of beer here that I could do several videos over. You know, from beginning to end. I'm gonna show you the grains behind me as I. Okay, so now that I've kind of walked around a little bit, I walked, so I'm a little sweaty. I was getting a lot of the roasted barley and the oatmeal early on, but now I'm really feeling some chocolate notes. Really feeling some chocolate notes on the nose. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, it's meant to be somewhat similar to the Founder's Breakfast Stout, and it does. It tastes very similar to that. You certainly feel some coffee-like notes. Again, I'm personally getting a little bit of chocolate as well. You get a lot of the oats in a great big way. The finish is very nice, so that roasted barley just kind of lingers on that palate along with the hops there. It's very nice. I'm not going to do this for long. I want to have another beer. I'm going to look through some recipes, so I don't want to give you walk in circles as you see what's going on here. So hey, I'm Tony the Beer Whisperer, wandering around. I did tell my wife I was going. I'm not missing today. Sometimes I just go missing, and so she knows where I'm at. She knows where She knows where I'm at. Well, this place being so close to home is a little scary. They're going to have to file a restraining order against me at some point. So it's Tony the Beer Whisperer. We'll talk to you later. Well, howdy do, buckaroos. I am wandering around the homebrew shop, Show Me Brewing in Springfield, Missouri, on Bennett, off of Glenstone. No, I'm not doing a commercial, although it sounds like it. The place just opened, and I'm just infatuated by the joint. They do have it by the beer license, so you can come in and have a beer while you're looking around. I've been perusing some recipes. I'm really thinking about doing a batch here. So stop and have a beer. So anyways, this is the bourbon barrel aged vanilla bean buffalo sweat with cinnamon from Tallgrass. I hadn't had this version of, so I thought I'd give it a shot. It's a little sweet on the nose. I'm not feeling a lot of bourbon barrel notes right away, to be honest with you, but I am feeling the vanilla and cinnamon. Oh, actually, I noticed when I had the vanilla, not the vanilla, but the bourbon barrel aged buffalo sweat, I didn't get a lot of the bourbon barrel notes, so I was kind of disappointed by it. I'm actually feeling more here, so maybe just because it's on tap, it came out clear, or it's just a different version. I don't know. I am feeling a little bit of the oak nicely. I'm still not feeling a whole lot of bourbon, but I can tell it's in there. I'm getting some vanilla, feeling some toffee from the bourbon. The cinnamon really comes at you right on the back end. Finish is cleaner than you might expect a beer like this too. It's very nice. It's not stout weather. It's like 83 degrees out there, but I just had to try it because I hadn't had it before. I mean, I've had vanilla bean buffalo sweat. I've had the bourbon barrel aged buffalo sweat, but I hadn't had the bourbon barrel vanilla bean with cinnamon buffalo sweat. So there you go. So I'm gonna keep meandering around. Let me show you this cooler here and stuff here behind me. Show that. I kind of trying to get you to see some of the background as I'm moving around the place. So I'm going to sit here and enjoy this beer. If I come up with any more notes, I'll pop back on and give it to you. Show Me Beer Whisperer. We'll be back. Well, howdy do, y'all. How the heck are you? So I'm having another one from, or I'm having a sample of one, I should say, from Show Me Brewing. This is one they brewed here. It is a Saison that he brewed. Hold on, I gotta put this down. My nose started itching. That he dry hopped with mosaic hops. The aroma is very interesting because you have those typical floral notes that you get from a Saison. Plus I'm getting some of those notes that you would get from a mosaic hops. Again, I'm feeling some tangerine in there, which isn't a tropical, but that's what I'm feeling a lot of. Oh, that's interesting. It's very, he remarked that it came out clearer than he expected it to. It's very nice looking. Oh yeah, it's very nice. Yeah, I mean, you really can't feel that Belgian yeast in there. Wow, that's gorgeous. Yeah, he had said that the mosaic hops, he dry hop with mosaic, but it's very subtle. It is. But you do feel some of those tropical fruit notes. Again, I'm getting tangerine, which isn't tropical fruit, but you are getting some of the other notes. You feel bits of mango, pineapple, etc. But it is an interesting spin on a Saison because it sort of feels like a Saison. It certainly feels like an American craft spin on a Saison. It doesn't feel like a traditional Saison or a farmhouse. But it's very nice, especially right now where it's about 83 degrees out there today. I've got a very nice day for drinking beer. I wandered myself down to the homebrew shop. I actually walked here. It took me about 15 minutes. Should only take 10, but it took me 15 minutes. So I'm probably going to have one more beer here, and I probably ought to mosey on home while I still can mosey. But it's nice. It's just a great concept here. I guess I know I don't mean to be doing a commercial for the place. But sometimes, I mean, for me anyway, sometimes it's just something that just hits you right. This is one of those places kind of hit me right out. I love what they're doing here. The prices are certainly reasonable. They're not out of line for a homebrew shop. The concept of being able to come in here and brew a beer is awesome. And that you can come in here, I mean, you can come here, have a beer, and walk around and decide what you want to do. And while you're brewing, you can, enjoy a beer. So I like the place. I love the concept. I love the idea. And not only that, it's all the folks here. Andy, John, and Julie are just so incredibly friendly, and that's what works for me. I keep going to places that have great customer service. As a guy, as a former retail guy who's managed some stores, yeah, for me it's all about customer service. You can have a great product, but if you don't know how to treat people, I'm not going to come and see you again. There are breweries, tap rooms, brew pubs, restaurants that I won't go back to simply because the service sucked. So if you want me to come back, the service better be good. It's not just about the product. You got to have the total package. In my opinion, this place has a total package. I'm Tony Beer Whisperer. Thank you. How do you do? Well, I'm still hanging out at Show Me Brewing here in Springfield. I'll probably having my last one before they kick me out of here. But I'm having the Ballast Point Grunion. Grunion is what a pale ale?
Pale ale.
I don't guess I've had it before. Actually, I thought I had, but I don't guess I have. It's got a very interesting nose, very musty on the nose. I'm getting a lot of stone fruit, actually. There's a lot of apricot going on. I'm also getting a whole bunch of tangerine mixed in there. But there's some very interesting, almost white pepper-like notes on the nose. So it's very peppery on the nose. Oh yeah, that's nice. I do like Ballast Point stuff. I'm bummed that they sold to that they sold out. Man, that bugs me a little bit. I've also been kind of hard on them because of their pricing. They seem a little expensive to me. Their stuff is quality. I mean, nobody's ever doubted that Ballast Point's doing quality beer. But my issue is that Sculpin is about $15 a 6-pack. Some say that's fine, it's a great beer, it is, but there are, in my opinion, there are other great beers out there that are of equal quality that run $9 to $10 a 6-pack. That's been my issue with them. Having said that, this is a darn fine beer. An international pale ale with a strong hop flavor from the use of 2 new hop varieties, American Mosaic and Calypso. Yeah, both give pungent. Okay, yeah. I think I said musty, but pungent probably describes it better. Pungent summer fruit aromas, hints of pineapple. Yeah, you certainly get cantaloupe. That's the flavor I wasn't describing yet. Basil, cherry blossoms. I don't know about all that. I think sometimes they make up stuff. Spruce and grapefruit. Yeah, I mean, I'm getting a whole lot of peach, which they don't mention here. The underlying nutty malt base, hints of toasted bagel, fresh crepes. Yeah, again, I think they're making stuff up. Barley and carapils. Color is deep golden. There you go. Wow, I have some assistants. John here at the Homebrew Shop pulled that up. So, now John, you're the owner here, right?
That's correct. One of them.
One of them. Is there any, I know you don't want to be on camera, but was there anything you'd like to say about your place here?
Well, we just like to make it a fun place to come. You can come and brew beer or buy ingredients or sit and have a beer and talk about beer or just hang out and laugh.
There you go. And that's nice that you can come in here. You've got folks, I mean, you're going to be set up where folks can come in here and brew either a 5 or 10 gallon batch. But then while they're doing that, they can also sit back and enjoy beer. And you also mentioned that they can also bring food in. Because you're going to be here for what, about 3 to 4 hours if you're brewing a 10 gallon all-grain batch. Yeah. So they can bring some, you can come in. So I imagine you're going to allow folks to bring in non-alcoholic beverages if they don't want to drink too much while they're...
Correct. You can bring in non-alcoholic beverages.
I was making assumptions, but I was kind of following where John was telling
me. Sounds good to me,
because
Tom.
You might not want folks drinking beer for 4 hours. So, John, we were talking off camera earlier. Do you have a favorite style you like to drink?
I do. I like IPAs.
He's a big IPA guy.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
But you don't have a particular favorite. You like to kind of go around and try.
I like to try them all. Yeah.
That we're talking about this earlier. I've talked about this with other beer friends. Is macro drinkers are very brand specific, but craft beer drinkers, even some may be style specific, but you're not brand specific. You want to try everybody's. We talked about beer ratings earlier. I don't like to rate beers because what I might think is a 95 or 100 today, I might not think tomorrow. Sometimes, like food. Like today, I might want a steak. Tomorrow, I won't want a salad. You know what I mean? So that's why I don't like ratings, because what you feel about something one day may be the other.
Person to person and
from minute to minute for me.
Day
mood
to day on an
mood,
individual.
whatever mood you're in. So that's why I don't like ratings, because I think beer is like food. I mean, today I might want a steak. Tomorrow I might want something else. So anyway, I want to thank John and Andy. Andy's the brewer here. I've been going through some recipes. I'm talking about brewing a batch. I think I'm going to do something next week. This is a darn fine beer, but the concept is awesome, that you can come in here and have a beer They've got what you're going to have eventually. What, 6 on
We
tap?
have 6 commercial beers on tap.
6 commercial beers on tap, and you've got a home brew that folks could sample to get an idea what you're doing
Right.
here. So there you go. Again, I apologize for making this video sound like a commercial because I don't mean to. But I just love the concept. I like the idea, and I love the customer service here. I'm Tony the Beer Whisperer. We'll talk to you later.